Hi students, I have given the introduction of the partnership final account in which we have done meaning, definition and features of partnership final account. We have also learned what are the contents that are going to be included in partnership deed, which is very important to be known about it. Proceeding further, I have given you the detailed explanation about the partner's capital account and partner's current account. In gist, I will explain to you what is capital account. In last year's final account, we have not prepared capital account. The capital balance was directly shown in the balance sheet liability side. This year, we are going to prepare a separate capital account for both the partners. Now there are two types of capital method. One is fixed capital method and another one is fluctuating capital method. Now how you can differentiate between fixed capital method and fluctuating capital method? You have to go through the trial balance first of all. If in the trial balance, if you see there is a current account balance along with capital balance, means two partners name will be given to you, capital balance is also given to you and current account balance is also given to you, then you have to understand that it is a fixed capital method where we are going to prepare current account instead of capital account, and whatever balance of capital account is given, that you will directly write in the balance sheet liability side. In fluctuating capital method, there is no current account balance given in the trial balance. So we will be preparing capital method of both the partners. Is that clear? Now, whatever transaction or whatever postings we are doing in the capital account, same postings you have to do in the partner's current account also, if current account is given. There is no difference postings for current account and different postings for capital account. Whatever you used to post in the capital account, same thing you have to post in the current account. For example, drawing, it should be on debit side, interest on capital on credit side, salaries to partners on credit side, commission to any partners on credit side, interest on drawing on debit side, profit and loss account. This how will you get? When you close the profit and loss account, you will get net profit on debit side, net loss on the credit side. So the net profit on the debit side will be transferred to partner's current account or capital account on credit side. If you see there, it is given the partner's current account second last item by profit and loss account, share in net profit, and vice versa. It means if there is net loss in the partner's net loss in the profit and loss account, then that net loss will be transferred to partner's current account debit side to profit and loss account share in loss. Now how will you close the account? There will be a doubt for that. So first of all, what you will do, you will take the total of debit side, then you see the total of credit side. Whichever amount is higher, that amount you write on both the sides. Now for example, credit side is heavier. So you suppose the credit side total comes to 1,20,000 and debit side total comes to 80,000. So what you will do, 1,20,000 you should write both the side, and from 1,20,000 you subtract 80,000, you will be getting 40,000. This is two balance carried on. This balance is coming on debit side as debit side is having less amount as compared to credit side. This way you have to do for both the partners. This way you have to do for closing the trading account, closing the profit loss account. Then in yesterday's content, in page number 6 and 7, I have given some calculation relating to how profit sharing ratio, interest on capital, interest on drawing, that you have to practice and see. Just don't just go through the content, you have to solve and see, and then if you find any difficulty, please let me know. You text me in my personal number. Proceeding further, what are the various accounts to be prepared? It is same like what we learned in 11th standard. We are preparing 3 accounts and 1 statement. The first account is trading account, second one is profit loss account, third one is partners capital or current account, and finally we prepare a statement which is called a balance sheet. In trading account, we record all the direct expenses and direct incomes. You can see the format or the pro forma in page number 16. It is same like what we did in the 11th standard. There is no anything added or deducted from the things whatever we have learned in 11th standard. Same format you can learn by heart for 12th standard also. Again here we have to close the account. So first you total the debit side, then you total the credit side. If debit side is heavier, the difference will appear on credit side, which is called as gross loss. And if the difference arises on credits, if the amount is higher on the credit side, so the difference will appear on debit side. It is called as, if the difference appears on debit side, it is called as gross profit carried down. And if the difference appears on credit side, it is by gross loss carried down. I repeat once again how to close the account. You will total the outer column amount of debit side. You will total the outer column of credit side separately. Then you see which side is heavier. The heavier side amount should be written on credit side. The heavier side amount should be written on both the side. From the heavier side amount, subtract the lesser side amount, and that difference will come. If it will come on debit side if debit side is having lesser balance, or it will come in credit side if credit side is having a lesser balance. Debit side balance is called as gross profit and credit side balance is called as gross loss. This amount, gross profit or gross loss, will be transferred to profit and loss account in the opposite side. Opposite side means what? For example, now gross profit appears in debit side of trading account. Then it will be transferred to credit side of profit and loss account. Can you see? In profit and loss account credit side, there is a first item given by gross profit brought down. This gross profit you get from the trading account debit side. Same way, if you get a gross loss in trading account credit side, if you get a gross loss on trading account credit side, then it will be transferred to opposite side of profit and loss account debit side. So debit side, the first item, it should be gross loss brought down. Can you see on the debit side, first item gross loss? Gross loss is not given, but it has to come. gross loss on debit side. Clear? Then you will close the profit and loss account. Again, profit and loss account records all the indirect expenses and losses on debit side, and on credit side indirect incomes and gains. Again, here you have to close the account in same manner how you close the trading account. Once you close the profit and loss account, you will have a difference on debit side. This is called net profit, or you will have a difference on credit side, which is called as net loss. Now this net profit will be transferred to partner's capital account credit side if you are making a partner's capital account. If you are not making a partner's capital account, then this will be directly transferred to balance sheet liability side. You have to show separately capital account. Suppose capital account A, then you leave some space, then you write the capital account B, and from capital of A you subtract net loss if it is net loss, or you add net profit if net profit appear in the problem. If you are not making partner's capital account, then you will add the net profit in the capital account in the balance sheet liability side and less the net loss from the capital account in the balance sheet liability side. But if you are making partner's capital or current account, then this net profit or net loss will be transferred to partner's capital account or current account in the opposite side. As I told you before also, net profit is there on debit side of profit and loss account, so it will be transferred to credit side of partner's capital or current account. And if there is net loss in the profit and loss account which appears on credit side, then it will be shown on debit side of partner's capital or current account. Moving to the last statement of final account, we have a balance sheet. Balance sheet record all the assets and liabilities, all the debts, all the loans, all the assets, fixed assets, current assets, fictitious assets are recorded on right hand side of the balance sheet, that is asset side. And on left hand side we have all the liabilities like creditors, bank overdraft, accumulated profits on liability side, provision for tax, and in balance sheet there will be no difference, both the side will have same amount. If it is not, it means somewhere we have done a mistake. So once you finish the balance sheet, our question comes to an end. Now in what way your question will be given to you? You will be given a trial balance, and below the trial balance there will be some adjustments. Now how you see your trial balance? For your reference purpose, I am just showing an example of a trial balance. Now this is page first question. You can see this is a trial balance till the total amount is given 6,86,300. This is a trial balance. After the trial balance, you can see some adjustment and additional information is given to you. So adjustment, not the elements of trial balance will have only one effect. The elements of trial balance will have only one effect. It means it will appear only in one side. For example, now stock is given to you. So stock, you should know where stock will appear. So stock will appear in trading account debit side. So it has only one effect. Whereas adjustment, the elements what is given in the adjustment, like the first one is given as closing stock. Closing stock has two effects because as it is given in the adjustment, it will have two effects. Yes students, it will have two effects. The first effect you will show in trading account credit side. You can see a sample, see an example over here. Trading account credit side by closing stock. See the last element in trading account. And second effect, it will be shown in the balance sheet asset side. You can see somewhere it is given in balance sheet asset side closing stock. It means it is given in the trial balance. If it is given, if any element is given in the trial balance, it will have only one effect, and if any elements or any information is given in the adjustment, it will have two effects. Now we will just go through what are the various adjustments. Adjustments are same what we did in the 11th standard. We have some of the adjustment added in the 12th standard. First one is closing stock. Closing stock has two effects, as I told you before also. First effect, balance sheet asset side. Second effect, trading account credit side. The second adjustment is outstanding expenses. Outstanding expenses means the expenses which are due but not paid. The expenses which are due but not paid मतलब जिसका टाइम आ गया है भरने के लिए लेकिन आपने भरा नहीं है, उसको हम बोलेंगे आउटस्टैंडिंग एक्सपेंसेस. जैसा आप यू आर स्टेइंग इन अ रेंटल हाउस, अगर आप भाड़े के घर पर रहते हो तो आपको भाड़ा तो हर महीना भरना पड़ेगा. अगर समझो कोई एक आध महीना प्रॉब्लम है, यानी आपने 2 महीना 3 महीना भाड़ा नहीं दिया है, it means it is an expense. It is outstanding expense. Now outstanding expense will have two effects. Expenses, it is given in the adjustment, it will have two effects. Now for example, rent is outstanding. Then you should think, where is rent recorded usually? Now rent is recorded in profit and loss account debit side. तो आप क्या करोगे, रेंट को ट्रायल बैलेंस से जब लिखते हो तो आप उसका अमाउंट इनर कॉलम में लिखोगे. रेंट को आप प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के डेबिट साइड में इनर कॉलम में लिखोगे. उसमें आप नेक्स्ट लाइन दिखाओगे प्लस आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट. फिर वो रेंट अमाउंट लिखो, उसको ऐड करो, फिर उसे आउटर कॉलम में लेके आओ. समझो 2000 रुपये आपका आउटस्टैंडिंग है. फिर इसका सेकेंड इफेक्ट कहाँ जाएगा, ये आपको भरना है. दिस इज अ लायबिलिटी विच यू हैव टू पे. यू हैव टू शो इन बैलेंस शीट लायबिलिटी साइड आउटस्टैंडिंग रेंट 2000 रुपीज. थर्ड एडजस्टमेंट इज प्रीपेड एक्सपेंसेस. प्रीपेड इज व्हाट, आप टाइम से पहले ही भर रहे हो. आप टाइम से पहले ही भर रहे हो, उसको हम प्रीपेड बोलेंगे, प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस बोलेंगे. सो प्रीपेड एक्सपेंस को क्या करना है, आपको वो एक्सपेंस से लेस करना है, माइनस करना है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल समझो आपने वेजेस प्रीपेड दिया है, यानी कुछ लेबर को आपने टाइम से पहले ही पैसा दिया है, आपने एडवांस दिया उनको, प्रीपेड दिया यानी टाइम से पहले, यानी आपने उसको 2-3 महीने का पगार एक साथ दे दिया है, उसको ज़रूरत है. तो आप देखोगे कि वेजेस कहाँ पे लिखा जाता है. सी द फॉर्मेट, सी द प्रोफोमा, सी द स्पेसिमेन where we write the wages. When you go through the pro forma, we can see that wages has a place in trading account debit side. तो ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट डेबिट साइड में आप वेजेस को पहले ट्रायल बैलेंस से लोगे, निकालोगे और उसे आप लिखोगे ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट डेबिट साइड में इनर कॉलम में लिखोगे. जैसा कि वेजेस वहाँ पर दिया है 12,000 दिया है, तो आपने 12,000 इनर कॉलम में लिखा है. 4,000 प्रीपेड है, तो आप क्या करोगे, माइनस करोगे, लेस प्रीपेड. ट्रेडिंग अकाउंट में आप इनर कॉलम में से माइनस करोगे, लेस प्रीपेड 4,000. तो 12,000 में से 4,000 गया, कितना बचा, 8,000. इट इज़ गिवन इन द एडजस्टमेंट, इट विल हैव टू इफेक्ट. सेकेंड इफेक्ट कहाँ पे आएगा, बैलेंस शीट एसेट साइड में आएगा. सेकेंड इफेक्ट विल बी बैलेंस शीट एसेट साइड, यू राइट prepaid wages. फोर्थ वन इज इनकम रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस. इनकम रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस यानी कि आपको इनकम किसी पार्टी ने टाइम से पहले ही दे दिया है. इनकम रिसीव्ड इन एडवांस यानी कि किसी ने कमीशन आपको एडवांस में दे दिया है. आपने काम नहीं किया लेकिन काम करने से पहले ही आपको किसी ने कमीशन आपको एडवांस में दिया है. सो व्हाट इज़ द फर्स्ट इफेक्ट, क्या करोगे आप उसे उस पर्टिकुलर इनकम से आप माइनस करोगे. जैसे कमीशन आपको एडवांस में मिला है, यू गॉट कमीशन इन एडवांस, सो व्हाट यू विल डू, यू विल लेस फ्रॉम कमीशन. कमीशन से माइनस करोगे, ये कमीशन इनकम है आपका, तो आप इसे लिखोगे प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट के क्रेडिट साइड में कमीशन उसमें आप माइनस कीजिए कमीशन रिसीव इन एडवांस। उसका सेकेंड इफेक्ट कहाँ जाएगा, बैलेंस शीट के लायबिलिटी साइड में, क्योंकि ये कमीशन आपको टाइम से पहले ही मिला है। ये आपके फ्यूचर में ये लायबिलिटी भी हो सकता है। क्यों लायबिलिटी हो सकता है, क्योंकि अगर आपने काम नहीं किया, जिस काम के लिए आपको कमीशन देने वाला था, अगर आपने वो काम पूरा नहीं किया तो डेफिनेटली आपको कमीशन अमाउंट वापस करना पड़ेगा। तो इट देयरफॉर वी से इट इज़ ए काइंड ऑफ ए लायबिलिटी, यानी फ्यूचर में लायबिलिटी हो सकता है। उसके बाद है इनकम रिसीवेबल, यानी इनकम आना बाकी है। इनकम रिसीवेबल मतलब इनकम आना बाकी है, तो आप क्या करोगे, इसे उस इनकम के साथ ऐड करोगे। यानी आपने काम किया है लेकिन आपको उसका कमीशन मिला नहीं, तो इनकम रिसीवेबल यानी इनकम आना बाकी है, तो इसे आप क्या करोगे, उस इनकम में ऐड करोगे। अगर वो इनकम अगर प्रॉफिट लॉस एंड क्रेडिट साइड में है तो आप उसे वहाँ पर ऐड करोगे, उस इनकम के साथ ऐड करोगे। जैसे आपको रेंट आना बाकी है, आपके पास 2 दुकान है, आपने भाड़े पे दिया है, तो उसके ऊपर रेंट आना बाकी है, तो आप क्या करोगे, उसमें आप ऐड करोगे। और सेकेंड इफेक्ट बैलेंस शीट के एसेट साइड में लिखोगे इनकम ड्यू या रेंट ड्यू बट नॉट रिसीव्ड। सो अप टिल हियर इज क्लियर स्टूडेंट्स। तो हम ये फॉर द टाइम बिंग विल स्टॉप हियर। So just we do a recapitulation what we did today. Today I have just given you the brief summary about partners capital account and current account. What is the difference between partners capital and current account? Then I have explained you what are the various accounts we are going to prepare in final account. And finally we have started with some of the adjustments. We have not completed all the adjustments. We have total 20 to 25 adjustments we are having. Out of that we have done 5 adjustments. Okay, thank you.